Those around me and family members, my wife. Uh, my wife is certainly my best friend, and she's been a lot of strength in my life. So um, that's certainly big. But certainly other family members has been a big part of it as well. Just trying to live life to the fullest and realizing that you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Um, and so you've got to cherish the moments when you can, take those opportunities when you can, take the risks when you can, um, and be brave, and enjoy life. We used to travel a lot when I was a kid, and family time was important. Skiing together, hiking, being outdoors, you know, just playing together as a family. And so I would say that we've continued to do that in my family as well. I'd say try not to let it define you. There's a time to grieve and to process it all and everything. Um, but realize that those loved ones, your parents, they wanted you to be happy and successful and to thrive. And so go out and honor that, and but don't let it define you. So, and all of them were personal times with my parents. With my mom, it was probably mostly her reading to me at night. She also taught my preschool class. And so those are just good memories, just personal time with my mom. My dad was the same thing. He owned a metal fabrication business, and so often he would haul me off to his place of business on Saturday mornings, and I get to run around the shop and get into all kinds of mischief and things. But he would also set me up on the bench and show me how to do things and how things worked, and you know, how to fabricate metal in that way, and how the machines operated. Um, we also went camping and hunting, fishing, um, but the most memorable again of all those was just when we were alone together. Our family was pretty active and we liked to go snow skiing. My dad was also an amateur pilot. He was in a pilot group at the Muncie Airport. And so he owned a plane with another group of gentlemen. And so we flew a lot, one for him to increase his hours and get his license. But to enjoy that as a family, we would often travel Colorado, Florida, but Michigan, a lot of places really for snow skiing. And so we were slated to go to snow skiing in Upper Peninsula, Michigan, or Northern Michigan. Um, and actually, we were all packed up, and our clothes as kids were on the plane already, actually. And it was kind of last minute. My parents decided they wanted to make it a couples weekend, and so they left us back, and we stayed with a babysitter. And so they flew on, and they were going to go on a skiing weekend by themselves. And they hit a storm, and it got really cold, and the wings iced up on the plane. So they went down in a lake in Upper Peninsula, Michigan. So that's how I lost my parents.
It's starting out. It was a little more difficult, but she did really well to instill hard work ethic, and so does my dad. So it's been just kind of something that I've accepted and just have to work hard, and it's not been as bad as one might think. Yeah, obviously it affected my whole family, and so we were all going through it at the same time. So it was kind of just all talk to each other. We all took it in a different way, but it was important that we just keep each other informed and keep talking to each other. One thing I always loved about her was her community involvement, and I just thought that she was such a positive impact on her at the Albany Elementary School and just the Albany community and her family. So I think that's just something that I would love to follow and continue to do in whatever community I find myself in. I would just say again that community involvement and just being caring for everyone around you. Just knowing as I move on to college and onto my career, there's going to be roles that I'll be able to have that could really have a positive impact, and I think it's important to take those roles. I know just getting where I am today would make her proud. Also, we have like the Christy Building Memorial Scholarship, and we have Fun Run and stuff like that. I think it's really important, and I think continuing to grow those two things would be really cool too, and continue to see her name carried on. So she had, we were actually on a vacation in Tennessee or Kentucky, and she had a enlarged heart condition that we didn't know about, and it is something you don't know about unless you test for it. And she basically is almost similar to a heart attack, and she passed away just unexpectedly. And that was 4 years ago in the summer before my freshman year.
My brother was diagnosed with, he was on the autism spectrum, severe autism, nonverbal, and he also had so when he was a baby, he had lots of health issues with like his intestines twisted, so he had a short gut. So Malika had different things with special needs, but also just other health issues. I would say just talking to people and knowing that I have a lot of people behind me that are like gone through similar things, or just that are going through the same thing as me and can just feel with me is the best way. Everything was to make him smile. He really liked watching like different YouTube videos and things like that, and so when he had one that he would watch over and over again, I would repeat the words from it and it would make him smile. I would say just to raise awareness about special needs, I would say just that you shouldn't judge anybody just by seeing them walking around. Like, you don't know anything about people's story and the things they've been through, and just that, like, especially people with special needs, people judge by what they look like or what they think they can do, and they can do a lot more than you think. Be more open and just be more kind to people. And Malachi didn't only just have special needs, he had lots of health issues too, so just also knowing how hard it is to battle health issues that he battled with throughout most of his life. Shine your light on other people and don't just act like it's not there. Like, I always want to make sure that people know that, like, when people say things that they shouldn't, like, it hurts, and like that certain things they shouldn't say, and just that people with special needs are actually pretty cool people.